to my humble abode. I am Yorkie the Tale Spinner, and this is Tales Over Coffee, where we share a narrative tale and a cup of coffee together. Cheers, in the hope of welcoming a blessed day. This is continuance of the Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. Let's get back in. When last we left it, we had a recap on what happened in his big house in Little Hope. Let's continue now. Also, a school bus crashed. Thanks to the driver seeing someone who looked like a girl who we think died in the fire in Little Hope.
None of us here today can understand why this tragic accident happened. But we can take comfort from the knowledge that the family are together for eternity in God's loving embrace.
Andrew, 18, college student. Anxious, detached. Taylor, 22, college student, headstrong and sensitive. John, 43, college professor, rational, overbearing.
Where the hell's Daniel? I can't find him.
I don't know. Instead of goofing around, you want to lend a hand here?
How is he
She's
doing
sensitive,
anyway?
so
It doesn't look that serious. Could be concussed.
Okay,
cleaning the
Professor.
collections of character.
Or should I call you Doctor now?
Why don't you try calling for help? Maybe the cops, someone like that.
I already tried once, but I'm on it.
Character traits can be viewed there too.
Hey, Andrew, buddy, how you doing?
Where are we? What happened?
Yeah, the bus crashed. We're okay, though, just shaken up.
If you say so. I don't remember being in any crash.
You're probably in shock. Maybe a mild concussion in there, too. Give yourself some time. Stay here. Don't move.
Fucking thing, useless piece of crap!
Is it just them?
May as well be dead.
Okay, take it easy. We'll figure out what to do.
What kind of outing goes ahead from a college with only 2 or 3 students? Let alone hires a bus. Daniel, 20, college student, amiable,
Where's my phone?
defensive. What's that? Angela, 48, mature student, abrasive and understanding. Of course she's abrasive. She's mature. We're all abrasive.
Hey, anyone up there?
Hey, Daniel, that you?
John, good to hear you.
Daniel?
Taylor, you okay?
I'm good.
We're fine, too. Thanks for asking. You okay down there?
I'm all right. Nothing I can't deal with.
Hey, John, any idea what caused the crash?
Not sure. Looked like the driver swerved to avoid something in the road. He down there, by the way?
Nope. No sign of him.
Weird. He isn't up here either. Can
He
you
could've
get back
gone-
up to us?
Looks
He could
pretty
have gone
steep.
looking for help.
I see a trail down here I could try.
If there's no
Great.
signal.
Take the trail. Should take you to the road.
And there
We can
seems to be no
regroup there.
signal because she was looking to get
That's the
signal.
plan. See you soon.
Hey, Taylor. Help me get Andrew up on his feet, will ya?
Wait, I don't remember anything. Who are you?
It's okay. You're concussed. I'm John. You're a college professor. We were taking a bus on a field trip, but that didn't work out so well. Crash wasn't on the curriculum. We'll find the others, get some help. Think of it as a character-building exercise. Teamwork at its finest.
I had this dream. It was so real. Flames all around us. It was grim.
That bang on the head must have been a beauty.
That trail the others are on will come out down the road. We'll meet them there.
We should talk this through. Why leave the bus? Not like we have somewhere better to wait.
No. We could be here all night.
True.
Our best move is to get to the others, then head towards town. See if we can find some help.
Who's the driver?
Where's the driver? Shouldn't he be back by now?
The driver's done what we should be doing. Gone into town for help.
All right, let's go.
You're right. Let's go. I'm with you.
I'm right.
The quicker we get help, the quicker we can all
That
go
is
home.
with you.
Stick close behind me.
Taylor agreed with John's plan to head to town. Team Taylor. Improved with John, down with Angela. Deceitful, locked, hopeful, flirtatious, sensitive. That stop moving. Alright.
Can't believe the driver just taking off like that and ditching us.
Maybe you didn't realize. Could just be in shock.
We're his responsibility, his passengers. He can't just stroll off.
What's this sign? Welcome to Little Hope. It's not unreadable, but it's crossed out. Abandoned Hope.
You know this place? Little Hope?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
You should both know Little Hope.
Why should I?
Well, why should I have heard of this place?
Seriously, this place is steeped in history. Fascinating stuff.
And you know all this?
How do you know all this stuff anyway?
I'm a professional academic. I read books, unlike some.
Easy, Einstein. I can match everything you got with just a smartphone.
Well, your phone isn't so smart without a signal.
That is a point.
Good to see you two. Finally. Everything okay?
Sure. We took the scenic route.
You sure as hell took your own sweet time. I was getting worried.
I bet you were.
This gate is chained. We can't get through.
Wait,
Look around.
See
See
her
if
glasses
there's anything
again.
we can use to break it.
Think this'll do it?
Ready? I'll push hard from my side.
Ready. 3, 2, 1, push!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about!
Great job, you two.
What's the plan now?
Head into town, see if we can get help.
You know where town is?
The Looks like
Sure,
the glasses
we're
are
near
both
Little
sides
Hope.
there.
Sounds like a fun place.
Funnily
Yes.
enough, Little Hope does have an interesting and dark history.
Can we
Can we
get
get
going
going
with
without
things?
having a smart-ass lecture first?
I'm starting not to like you or your attitude.
No,
I'm not
they-
even started yet. You want a little more?
Oh, no, they are.
Try to be civil.
Sometimes,
Cost nothing.
That's
sometimes it
rich,
looks like she's
given how you
missing the right
badmouthed
side of her
Taylor on the way
glasses.
over.
What did you say about me?
You always get your boyfriend to stick up for you? Try doing it yourself sometime, dear.
I'm not wasting another breath on you.
Quit it, will you? The last thing we need is you causing trouble.
Keep out of our business, okay?
We are wasting valuable time here. Can we please just keep moving?
You think
We're
this is
done
a
here.
solid plan, heading into town?
As good as any.
I went along with it before, but I'm not so sure now.
So what do you want to do?
How about you come with me back to the bus?
Okay.
I still think the smart move is for us all to stick
You'll
together.
be glad we didn't stick together after we flagged down a car and come rescue your ass.
You get lost? No.
Back here?
This doesn't add up. This is some very weird shit going on here.
Spare us all. First he loses his pride, then he loses his way.
What are you trying to say?
That you've lost it.
It's not possible.
Look, I don't know what you're trying to prove here, but we've got better things to do.
Daniel?
Whoa!
Hey, careful!
Watch out!
Quit fucking around and tell me what's going on here.
The two of us will go together.
This is getting ridiculous.
Why don't you all
Indulge me.
go?
What? I walked away from you! We're trapped here! There's no way out! I don't understand!
She's right. We walked dead straight going away from you. So, how'd we end up back here?
Okay, let's try something. We'll all go together. We came from that direction. We must be able to go back that way. I want everyone to stay real close. No stragglers.
You want to put us on a kid's line?
Oh,
okay,
shucks.
okay, I'm coming.
Bad portrayal of a mature student. Well, some people like that who are old, I know. Myself, I'm like that sometimes, but not without reason.
I admit that is a little odd.
More than a little.
See? What did I tell you?
It's just like I've been saying, we are trapped! We can't leave here! Now what do
Okay,
we do?
calm down, breathe. There's a rational explanation for what's happening.
Maybe we all died in the crash.
Yeah, nice theory, but I'm pretty sure we're all still alive and kicking.
Last I checked, you were schooling us on creative writing, not metaphysics.
I know who I'd like to be kicking. This is all down to you, this pissy little field trip. Now we're stuck here in Little No Hope.
That is way out of line. I had no way of knowing that damn bus would crash. You can't put that on me.
Are you for fucking real?
Watch your tone, will you? I am doing my best to understand this, just like you and the rest of us.
I'm sorry. I don't get what's happening to us. I don't understand. It's like you said, we're trapped in a nightmare.
It's okay. We're gonna be just fine. We'll figure a way out of this together.
Someone else thinks they can do a better job? Step right up.
Maybe it isn't real.
We have to get out of here right
I need to think straight.
fucking now.
Football coaching.
Why the fuck? Can everyone just shut up? This isn't helping us find help or getting us out of here.
He's right. Bitching at each other isn't getting us anywhere. We have to work together as a team.
Thank you.
Now let's be long.
I'm already starting to form some character us here. Our professor is the know-it-all, trying to maintain control as it slips from his grasp. Taylor is the overall sensitive, go-along girl who is easily frustrated. Andrew, the youngest, I believe, is the confused little kid who might have something in the tank. Darren, is it the oldest? Is the wannabe alpha male, wannabe leader of the pack, thinks he's an alpha male, underneath maybe a little wobbly, but stupid and brave, shall we say. And I forget her name, the elder, well, not elderly, but the mature lady. Doesn't want to be there, doesn't want to be around kids. It was different in my generation, stereotypical mature person.
The fog is between us and the bus. There is no fog between us and town, so let's head that way.
I don't get how heading further away from the bus helps.
There is nothing on the bus we can use to get help. In town, there will be people, a working phone, something.
It pains me to admit, but he's right. There's nowhere else we can go except into that damn town.
Sounds like a plan to me.
You leaving me? Where are you going?
Come on, let's go with them. Until we know what's up, we should stick together.
I mean, he's not wrong. Well, I am double-clicking as it said.
Why did you say we might all be dead? You really think that's possible?
I saw some cable show about how your brain keeps going for a while after you know.
You die?
Forget about it.
This is
What
a
they
long
said didn't
while.
really stack up.
Oh, black cat. Some say it's
I
lucky
don't
when
like
it
the look
crosses
of
your
that place
path.
at all.
Some say
Maybe
it's
they won't
unlucky.
ask for ID.
I say it's always unlucky if you're a mouse.
I'm not sure this is such a great idea.
We should check it out. There could be a phone inside.
I'll go in and take a look around.
Go ahead. We'll be right behind you.
What?
If you're wondering why I gave you my character studies, or character plans, I've mentioned before, for me a narrative game doesn't fail when people die. It fails when you don't follow the story. I've outlaid the characters as I'm seeing them and therefore playing them. I don't guarantee any will live. I don't guarantee any will die. I'm going to try and play them as I've said.
Going with those guys.
Angela knows there's something between us. That's obvious.
We're really going to get into this now? Like we've got no other bigger shit to deal with tonight?
This is a big deal. For me, anyhow. I'm telling you, Angela is onto us. She knows.
What did you two talk about?
She was digging around like she always does.
Let her imagine whatever she wants. Probably drives her crazy. I'm not ready to go public about us yet. I will be soon, I promise.
Anything I can do to help convince you I'm the right guy?
I need to know 100% I can rely on you. That you'll never let me down.
We should catch up
You're
with the
not
others.
ready to go public yet.
We standing here all night, or we going inside?
Well, that didn't look good.
Hi there. How you doing? Excuse me, but we're looking for our bus driver.
What?
Have you seen him?
Yeah, that's funny.
What is? What's up with the fog outside? It's pretty weird.
Yeah, sure is a thick one tonight.
So thick it's stopping us from leaving.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
You mean you're trapped
Sorry
here too?
for busting in like this. Bus we were on crashed a little way back up the road there. We're still a little shaken up.
We're still a lot shaken up.
You certainly look shook up. I'm Vince.
I need a mirror. Maybe there's one here not covered in 20 years of...
Sounds like you could use a drink.
Better not, thanks. I need to keep a clear head.
It's right there if you change your mind.
Alpha male. Sure.
I could definitely
I
use
thought it was.
one.
I thought it was them. Fair enough. You drink them as well.
You shouldn't be drinking right now. I don't think it's a good idea.
I'm okay.
Drinking's all I got left. Why are you even here?
Courage.
Little Hope sure isn't the town it used to be.
What happened here? The place seems completely deserted.
Little Hope
Indeed.
feels a little like a ghost town. And that fog?
Life moves on, you know. But we don't all go with it.
There a phone in here?
Take
We can
control
use a
the
way of
situation.
contacting the outside world.
There's a phone, but it's been dead for years. You know, maybe there's still one working in town.
What is this guy's problem?
There's definitely something off about him.
He's harmless. Just had one too many. Let's look around.
There must be something here that can help us.
See what you can dig up.
If he's the only person around, how
He's in
is
a
there
world
still
of his
alcohol?
own.
If he's been there
An
years
old
drinking.
darts board. I was pretty good back in the day.
Stay. Play a little, no problem. I'm gonna take a look around.
You need an umbilical cord for that thing.
Fun. At least I'm looking for a way out. What are you
Just a
doing?
quick throw, and then we'll figure out how we're getting out of here.
Try for a big double.
Not
or...
my first time, Daniel. Shooting for double 20.
Why? Move it up there fast enough. That's triple 20 he's pointing at.
Okay, so you can play a little.
Still got it.
Oh no,
Now
that's
for
right, it's
triple
double on the
20.
outside. I'm sorry, it's right. It's so long since I've seen or played darts.
Well, almost an Olympic shot after the night we've had.
They don't play darts in the Olympics.
I think it's lawn darts. Bullseye. Fast enough.
You both suck as bad as each other.
I'd keep that to yourself if you want to keep in with Taylor.
Talk to Vince or search the bar. Search the bar for now. What's over here? Local buses rerouted. 1979.
I vaguely remember what happened here. All the factories closed down.
Meeting votes for disincorporation. New round of foreclosures spells end for town. At Little Hope Hall on Monday, the last residents of the town met with emergency manager Kathy Flint to vote for disincorporation. Since the closure of the Ravencrew textile factory, a mass exodus has left the town with few inhabitants and empty coffers. Flint was appointed as emergency manager to administer public services to the remaining residents. But the latest round of bank foreclosures means the last of the townsfolk are planning to pack up and move on, which will leave Little Hope virtually deserted. No tax revenue coming in, but faced with no option but to disincorporate, said Flint. It's so sad. These people have seen their town disappear around them. Attempts to... That's happened in many towns. LS and RT. I'm not sure what they are for. Can't go anywhere else. So we'll talk to him.
Got anything else for us on Little Hope?
Booze gone in my head.
Okay.
You okay?
I'm sure it's just one too many. We both had better days.
Can you help us?
Can you help us or not?
Anything you can do to help us would be greatly appreciated.
There's no goddamn us.
Well, I think we've searched the bar pretty much. There's something. Ah! Telephone, which we're told is out of order. Not even a signal.
Fuck.
To be fair, he did say so. Let's go to town, I guess. What's over here? June 6, 1917. What? Pray tell. What? Need to do that. Is there anything on the other... Oh, nope. Is there anything on the other side?
I can't believe it. These guys could be relatives.
From the war. Interestingly, the first one, Medan started with a warship as well. We have a turnover on this one over here. So it didn't. An old flyer from 1970 advertised a talk on the occult given by Reverend Carson, who will advise parents on the warning signs. Astrology, spirits, or ghosts. Fair enough. More photo, newspaper. Fair enough.
This place has some great history.
We say so.
Hey, this way.
Let's get out of here and...
The bell tolls.
You all hear that?
I definitely heard something.
Did you hear that as well?
Come on. Whatever it was, came from outside.
Really think it's smart to go back outside?
Well, there's nothing for us here. We need to move on.
TV on the wall as well.
Best of luck. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Guess someone else had to throw over the darts because they weren't all in the 50. Black Cat Bar. The 50 being the bullseye, of course, is 50 points.
It's coming from the town.
Did the old fucker just lock us out?
He was weird, that old guy.
Sure was something off about him. Why come to Creepy Central just to get a top-up?
What does that mean?
Heading into Little Hope feels like our only option.
I'm not so sure about that.
Where else can we go?
Well, catch up with them.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about how far behind you're lagging. Get a move on.
The way this fog just appears, it's not natural.
What's that? Some kind of stick doll.
What the hell is this thing?
Looks like some kind of effigy. A warning, perhaps. Or some other spiritual significance.
Whatever it is, it gives me the creeps.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious about it.
I've heard more than enough, thank you.
Who is running?
Are you the superstitious type?
I never believed in this kind of thing. Doesn't seem like you can say the same.
I'm not superstitious, but stuff like what happened to us with the fog.
Let's catch up with the rest. I don't want to spend any more time with this disgusting thing.
You're the one actually most suspicious. Most suspicious of it, I mean. Right, let's catch up if we can.
Can you two make an effort to keep up?
I thought he was walking with this girl initially, but maybe. It said someone was running. I don't know who or why, but they are. And I don't see her with him anymore. She is.
Hey, can you come over here?
What's wrong?
I just saw someone in the woods.
I can't see anyone.
I definitely saw someone. 100%.
Sorry, I don't buy it. Nobody would be out here at this ungodly hour.
Fine. Don't believe me.
You two, we need to stick close.
Oh, that's not good.
What the hell? Did you hear that?
What on earth is that?
Okay, very good. We're freaked. Who's there?
Whoever you are, this isn't funny at all. John, where are you? Daniel? Taylor? Come on, John, where are you? This isn't funny. Oh.
Let's go looking then. We have a signpost here.
Hey, wait for us! What is that? Hey,
Not letting me look at the sign.
come and check this out.
What on earth is that?
Not a clue.
It's a doll. A voodoo doll? Fetish? Corn doll? Oh, that's a spooky little doll. isn't it? Pop it. And... All right.
What is your name, sir?
Andrew?
Ale.
Andrew? And your name, lady?
Who the hell are you? Why are you dressed like that?
I am called Mary. I fashioned her with my own hand. She looks just like the one beside you. Would you kindly come play with me? Come play. Come play with me.
What witch's trickery is this now, Mary?
I have done nothing.
Hold your tongue. I see what you truly are, Mary. Reverend Carver's affection for you will be shaken loose when he learns of your infidelity with the devil.
Amy, come back here.
There's someone else out here, by the fire.
What? I don't see any fire.
I saw them too.
Are you okay?
How can you not have seen that?
I couldn't see anything through this impossible, impenetrable fog.
Well, go ahead. Tell them what we saw.
A little girl appeared out of the fog, and then just like that, she was gone again.
What is going on?
Maybe the fog has got you confused. We're all stressed out.
Stressed my ass. I saw a girl dancing right here, clear as day.
Said her name was Mary. Looked exactly like the girl in my dream, but she talked in this really weird accent. Was that even American?
I'm not sure. I couldn't place her accent either.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
This kid, Mary, did she want to hurt you?
No. I don't think she meant to hurt me.
Now what?
Seems our only option is the road into town.
You're kidding me.
Got a better idea? Thought not.
I just realised I've been mixing the two boys up. That's Andrew, the youngest. They look a bit too similar to me. Andrew's the blonde, though. Colour of hair there.
Well, that escalated rather quickly. All things are fine in moderation unless... Lord, what fools these mortals be. We sometimes congratulate ourselves on waking from a troubled dream. It may be so the moment after death. On my travels over many years, I witnessed many things, seen and heard many beliefs, and there's usually some element of truth in each of them. These unfortunate folk seem to be dealing with forces as yet unexplained. I mean, sinister movements in the forest, spirits from the past, a little girl who may be in trouble. Or maybe she simply is trouble. Anyway, where are we? Angela isn't getting much tittle-tattle out of Taylor. No kiss and tell. What about John? The figure of authority, perhaps? Or perhaps he represents something else. And then there's Andrew. Somewhat confused, I think. A bump to the head can do that. Let me reassure you. You helped make some decisions that will be valued later on. And some that may turn out to be regrettable. That fellow in the bar, He was less than helpful, more than a little rude, if you ask me. Clearly something disturbing on his mind.
If he's been stuck there years, there would be.
There's something not quite right in Little Hope, and souls may be in peril. Off you go again. See if you can lift the fog. Find the bus driver.
That's where we'll end it this time. Let me just reflect. One of the things that reminds me of Man of Medan is the fog. The hallucinations in Man of Medan, with them seeing ghosts undead, was because the fog was a chemical that affected their brains. But that was on a more or less, because it was downstairs in the shut area in the hold, enclosed area with a concentrated amount of fog of the chemical. Assuming it doesn't decay over time, it could still do that, I suppose. In an open area such as this, a chemical could have a devastating experience, like the chemicals escaped the cloud that affected Bhopal. I think that was a chemical cloud. And there have been others, I believe. But it doesn't stick long term. So it wouldn't make sense for an ongoing situation in an open place like Little Hope. So I can't see it being the same. Also, the undead, the zombies, etc., are part of our cultural psyche, so it doesn't surprise me to see people fantasize them as hallucinations. But how many of us really think about, I'm going to use a word that might not fit here, but good enough, pilgrim children? And she looks like old world American, so I'm using the word pilgrim. That wouldn't really be a sensible thing for multiple people to think about, to me. So I don't think the fog can be explained the same way. Maybe it can. If so, I'm a little disappointed. Alright, we'll see how it goes next time. For in the meantime, I've been York the Tailspinner. This has been the Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. If you wish to help the channel grow, hit the like, comment and subscribe. I shall respond, and I shall see you next time. Fare thee well.